Plenty of time left for a comeback. And a very convincing performance from the Hornets so far.
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
They've got Miles Bridges, Kobe White out there with Brandon Miller. Then it's Knipple, and it's Diabate in at the center position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hornets.
Well, Freddie Van Vliet runs an offense the way it's supposed to be run. Pretty pass there.
Charlotte leading by 19. Now here's White. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Diabate's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, hard blue-collar work ethic on display. This guy just beating everyone to the ball.
Knipple with the rebound. And here are the Hornets now. A 21-point lead, the biggest of the game.
Oh, with great vision, Knipple sees the crack in the defense and attacks it.
He gets it in there. Champagne's got his third bucket of the night.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
Miller against DiVincenzo. Three-pointer, Bridges. Rebound, Buffalo. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Here's DiVincenzo. Miller pulls it in.
You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team.
White can't hit.
When your big man is willing to go after those 50-50 boards, that is big time.
The motor of Kobe White. Grant seems to be ready to run the entire game and then some.
Oh, totally, B.A. For someone who is quick and can jump and has a strong handle, he's got plenty of stamina. And as a guard, you trust Kobe will make those effort plays.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you so much. Kobe White becoming an offensive focal point, saying it means a lot that my coaches and my teammates trust me. The only thing that can prepare you for this is going through it. For me to become the player I want to be, I need those moments. It's all part of the learning process and the journey. Back over to you, Brian.
Okay, Allie, good stuff. Time called here. Buffalo wants to talk it over. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value, those smaller scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarksons of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. All right, Shams, thanks for the report. Here's Champagnie. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Hornets leading by 23. To the middle. Here's Bridges. And he floats it in for the easy two. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
They have no answer defensively inside.
The ball's knocked loose. White with the steal. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Hornets.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
And there's James from the arc. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. Boy, they're in a rough patch right now.
Yeah, momentum is definitely not on their side.
And here's Charlotte. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. And Okoro gets it to go.
Isaac Okoro.
1:56 left in the first half of basketball. Bridges outside. To the paint. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
And here's Okoro. Second chance effort. The rebound by Bridges.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
No good on the three.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
Monk. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Diabate's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Yep, that one goes. Bridges has got 4 points this quarter.
I'll tell you, if you're Miles Bridges, you take the easy shots inside when you get them.
White finds Bridges. And that one goes. 4 for 7 for him so far.
Boy, hard to operate any more efficiently than this guy has this quarter.
Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And there's Bridges. That's good. On the assist from James. James has got 3 assists in the game.
Hornets foul.
Charlotte making some changes. Williams is checked in for Diabate, and LaMelo Ball is subbed in for White. Buffalo also changing it up. Filipowski, he's checked in for Champagny. Santos comes in for Okoro, and Mitchell subbed in for Fred VanVleet.
A guy like this, with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
And out of bounds, Buffalo will have it.
Away team ball. Coming onto the floor for the away team, Jay Huff.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Monk. James with the rebound. And it's the Hornets on the break. Here's Williams. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got his 4th assist in this one. That'll count. And so it's Charlotte just dominating the opposite.
Your Hornets, 59. The visiting team.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K. What a start for LaMelo Ball. He ended up with 17 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. And that's a wrap with the third.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at LaMelo Ball in this game. He's been everywhere.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
And so in the game for Buffalo, they've got Isaac Okoro. Malik Monk is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Kyle Filipowski. And it's Champagny at the 4-man position.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Filipowski gets rebounded by Charlotte. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
What an electrifying game by LaMelo Ball. Is anyone more exciting than this young guy?
And Okoro gets it to go.
Assisted by Filipowski.
And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Pass to James. Now here's Ball. He gets it to go again. 9 for 13 so far.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
And you think back, not many point guards have combined the vision with the frame of LaMelo Ball.
I mean, he's 6'7" or even taller. You think about it, it's just a short list. You think of Luka Doncic, Penny Hardaway, Magic Johnson. That combination of size and court awareness is hard to stop.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
3-pointer. Rebound Buffalo. Right side Monk. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Jump ball violation. Jump ball.
And it's the Hornets with the ball. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A., keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
He started out strong. 3 threes in the first half, but the long ball has disappeared on him since.
Champagny shot is off. Miller outside. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got his 4th assist with that last one. Miller's gone a nice 5 of 6 from the field tonight. Champagny, that's good. And we may have an injury here. That does not look good.
And by the look of it, guys, this could be serious.
Well, these are the moments that can be gut-wrenching for him and his team, right? Anytime you see an injury like this, certainly your heart goes out to him and to his family.
Diabate's checked in for Charlotte. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Here's Champagny. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
Boy, good heads-up basketball from Isaac Okoro. He spots a ready shooter and gets him the basketball.
Here's Diabate. He has 6. Here's Ball. Rebounded by Champagny. Champagny's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Monk. Second shot opportunity. Blocked. And here's Charlotte now. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Malik Monk picks one up. Well, Brandon Miller has proven himself as a multi-positional player, Doris.
He has, in this era of positionless basketball, Brandon Miller is a guy who can fit in a lot of different systems. He can shoot the jump shot. He can play face-up off the bounce. You can use your size to overpower guards in a mismatch. A lot to like with Brandon Miller.
And Charlotte making a change here. Green is checked in.
Yeah, a sign of things to come, hopefully. I mean, once Miller gets going, he is capable of dominating games.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, the Hornets are trying to create a winning environment. Coach Charles Lee said, quote, "We know this is a young team, so I want culture enhancers who help us build with their hard work and creativity. Having that energy coming into the building every day is the most important thing." Back to you.
Looking to set the standard. Allie, thank you.
And that's how Miller can take his game to the next level, by being aggressive and attacking the basket.
Looking to end the run. Huff lays it up and banks it in.
Well, right to the rim. If there's a size advantage, you attack immediately.
Here's Charlotte. Ball outside. To the inside. Williams. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Williams has got 4 points now in the quarter. Santos. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They're really fighting a losing battle on the glass.
They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
Outside, Green. And he banks in the layup. Green's gotten his 2nd bucket.
They're really working the paint now.
Here's Mitchell. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Diabate's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. And that one's good. Green.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
There's the 3. Williams grabs the board.
This is a game he'd like to forget. And the worst part, it's bringing down the whole squad.
Gets a hand on it. Controls the rebound and the putback. Diabate's got 8.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Yeah, when you make your mid-range shots, you force your opponents to adjust.
Well, truth is, though, he's tall enough to get that off against anyone.
There's Ball with a 3. He drops it from range. Ball's got 24.
Listen, this guy's a barometer for this team's success offensively. They go as he goes.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets making this game.
39.
All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Brandon Miller, Josh Green out there with Xavier Tillman. Then there's Trey Mann, and it's Diabate in at the 5. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Up again. It's good on the putback. And he's now got the double-double.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Miller outside. And here are the Hornets with another bucket.
Boy, he might be early in his career, but Brandon Miller is capable of this kind of thing nightly. This guy is cooking.
Champagne's shot is off. They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow? They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And so here's Buffalo. Here's Huff. Nails the baby hook.
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
Huff's gone 3 for 7 from the floor so far tonight. Here's Miller. Again, Charlotte.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Champagnie. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Now man. The 3 ball. Mitchell grabs a miss.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
A lot of it comes down to great fundamentals. Establishing position early, controlling the backboards. Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display.
Here's Champagnie. And it's in there. Champagnie's got 4 points this quarter. And the Hornets with possession here. Outside, Green. Driving in, and it's hammered home by Green.
That's a nice drive by Josh Green. I really like it when he seeks out his offense.
Tough. Champagnie. The second chance points on the tip in.
As usual, he's right there to save the play. Nice timing on the tip in.
Champagnie's gone 50% from the field. 3 out of 6. Outside man. Miller with it. Pulls it. Rebounded by Champagnie.
Boy, that mid-range area, he just didn't look comfortable. Let's be honest.
Here's Huff. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on man. And Doris, you think about the top scorers in this league. They're creating those points with greater efficiency than in decades past.
Analytics is increasingly a part of the NBA. Teams are now understanding that 3 is more than 2, and if you don't make enough of them, you have a math problem. And then the other highly valued shots in the game, and maybe the most valued shots, are restricted area 2s. Listen, let's be smart about the game.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Goes up on the baseline. Buffalo again can't hit. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And one thing I love about White's game, he scores on all 3 levels. He is not afraid at all to go inside.
Here's Huff. And it's Tillman with a rebound. And it's the Hornets ball. Outside, Green. Oh, swiped away. In transition, here they come. Here's Monk. Count it. Monk's gotten his first basket of the night. 1:46 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside White. Outside Green. 3-pointer, no good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too. Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Hornets.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And what a huge performance it was for LaMelo Ball.
Boy, it's not just the scoring he gave them. It was the efficiency with which he did it.
Pass to James. Shot from the wing. Again, Charlotte.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Well, they needed this run way earlier. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Williams is checked in for Tillman. Okoro is checked in for Buffalo. Down low. Here's Santos. Buffalo again can't hit. Here's Charlotte. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Boom! He jams it straight down.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to...
Lose control.
Baseline, melodies, got me in a chokehold. All day, all night, can't we?
Lose control.
Baseline, melodies, got me in a chokehold. All day, all night, can't we?
Lose control.
Feel it in my soul. Equilibrium, little high, little low. I ain't worried about the Wi-Fi code. Living in the moment till I get home. You ain't gotta get too close. Don't come around if you can't take a joke. I ain't tripping if you're rich or you're broke. This a move everybody know.
Lose control.
Baseline, melodies, got me in a chokehold. All day, all night.
Lose control.
Baseline, melodies, got me in a chokehold. All day, all night, can't we?
Lose control.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. Last outing for Phoenix, they won that game against Sacramento. And just one look at the score tells you all you need to know. They were dominant in just about every area.
And with the type of defense they played that day, they were able to cause a lot of mistakes.
Not just forcing mistakes, but converting them into buckets on the other end. Great controlled aggression from their D in that game.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Perimeter pair for him will be Booker and Brooks. Mark Williams is out there with O'Neal. And it's Gillespie in at the 1 spot. You know, Richard, while he's still one of the elite scorers in the game, Devin Booker missed All-Star selection in 2025.
Yeah, it can get very tough when he gets to that All-Star selection. No one questions his number or his talent. It was more about the win-loss record.
Williams, good. And a nice assist from Booker.
Great decision-making from Booker, realizing one of his guys is open and whips the pass to him.
Okoro shot is off.
Nice reaction defensively, determined to make that a difficult shot.
And a miss there on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
A baseline jam. It's deflected. Pull-up jumper, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big-time play on both ends.
Tries again, and it's good on the way in.
Work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
Outside Williams, diving in.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more, you're right. And that one's good, Mitchell.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Gillespie. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
And there's a flexibility to Brooks' game. He can play a specific role for you, or he could be a high-usage guy.
Really depends on what a team needs from night to night.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Off, no good.
Usually he's a master in the midi, but not that time.
Takes it inside.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns holding
Phoenix 19.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, the Suns pretty much in control here.
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
Fred VanVleet out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Thompson, and it's Santos in at the 4. And for the Suns, Brooks plays the 4 with Williams stepping in at the 5. Green is out there with Goodwin, and it's Allen in at the small forward position. Thompson with the bucket. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. Front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That is so true. Shams, thank you very much for the report.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Shot from free throw range. Green with the rebound. And so Green will bring it up for the Suns. And go with authority.
That is a monster finish.
Oh.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot, guys. With the new 11-year, $77 billion TV deal kicking in this season and tons of compelling teams, the NBA is in a great place. Commissioner Adam Silver said the NBA is in as strong as a position as it ever has been. Not just in my time as commissioner, he said, but in my over 3 decades at the league. Guys?
And that is saying something. Okay, thank you, Allie.
Using that speed, Green flying by on the drive.
A baseline J. Rebound by the Suns. Lets it go with a 3. And they recover it. Here's Williams. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
Always giving max effort on the glass, taking everything they'll give him.
Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
This is what Green loves to do, getting strong positioning inside and going to work.
Here's Santos. Brooks grabs the board.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Green, no luck. Now DiVincenzo. He's off on that one. And so it's the Phoenix Suns out in front by
Buffalo 12, Phoenix.
And now the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet. Out in front of the half is Phoenix. They are way out in front, leading by 17. Kenny, what's your? And that'll
with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Mark Williams with a strong contribution so far in this one.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
They've got Mitchell. He's out there with Fred Van Vliet. And it's Santos in at the 3, the small forward. Suns leading by 15. And for Phoenix, perimeter pair for him will be Booker and Brooks. Royce O'Neal is out there with Mark Williams. And it's Gillespie in at the point guard position. And last season, Greg, Devin Booker became the Phoenix Suns' all-time leading scorer.
Yeah, he passed Hall of Famer Walter Davis to achieve that feat. Booker is a guy that wants to be a Sun for life. So I expect him to break even more franchise records.
Here's Santos. No good with the triple.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you. And they have been cold coming out of the break, only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Iguodaro's checked in, and it's Fleming in for Dylan Brooks.
Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute, just 1 of 5 from the field.
Moving it around, 8 of the last 10 coming off assists.
And Buffalo calls their first time out of the game. Looking around the NBA, Devin Booker, GA, is as good as any 2-guard out there.
Obviously, we know how Devin scores it, but what I love, he also can run your offense, and he gives good effort defensively.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
They get it back. Iguodaro. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these 2 teams in that area.
Grayson Allen's checked in for O'Neal. And now it's Allen running. He can go all the way. And Allen slams it in.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
And Monk stays with him.
Good work by Monk on the glass. Solid job positioning himself when shots go up.
Gillespie, the pass to Booker. And out of bounds as Buffalo gains possession. And the Suns making a change here. Green's checked in.
Jalen Green.
Here's Van Vliet. Still scoreless. Here's Monk. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Amazing control of the mid-range shot there by Monk.
And the wide open shot from Green. A 3-pointer off the mark. And Buffalo has possession. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. DiVincenzo can't hit it. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. And Booker throws it down.
Nice finish in the open floor. Booker loves leaking out and attacking.
So there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's his first foul.
Personal foul.
Remember, they had 0 turnovers at the half. It's been a very different story so far since the break.
Booker left side. No one near him. Again, Phoenix.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And we'll be right back after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page, woo.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Monk. Also Landry Shaman is out there. And it's Champagny in at the 4-man position. Here's Strother. It's hauled in by the Suns.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
This is why he's out there. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Here's Booker. Misses off the right iron. And Buffalo has possession. Here's Strother. Goes back up. Count it. Good.
He's got a knack for those putbacks, so you have to be aware of that defensively.
2 minutes remaining.
Hit a body on
2
him.
minutes.
Now here's Goodwin. He's tightly guarded. Here's Dunn. Count that one. Dunn's got his first 2 points of the night. 1:49 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Champagny. It's hauled in by the Suns. Booker's got 4 rebounds in this game. Greg, we've had a couple of NBA Cups in the book already. What have you thought of it so far?
A little added excitement and interest early in the regular season, and I'm all for it. Between that and the play-in, I think the NBA's done a great job to kind of make every part of the calendar relevant. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Suns.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Devin Booker.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
Booker outside. Now here's Goodwin. Defense is right there. Makes it off the glass.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.